Welcome back to English In, where in today's episode, Fatma and I are going to share each other's memorable moments or something that we had already achieved in 2023. And without further ado, please help me welcome Fatma. Good morning,
Hey,
Fatma. How
good
are you?
morning. It has been forever and I'm doing very well. What about you?
Super amazing.
Yeah, before we get our conversation started, what about what's that? Wishing our audiences the merriest Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah. So let us say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas,
So who's
everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Are you going to sing Fatma for us or?
See, I'm not good at singing. All right.
Yeah.
So, what have you achieved during 2023, Jess?
Um. Well, this is for me. It's my personal development, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a perfect, not so perfect, but it's such a
Mm-hmm.
huge embodiment of language progress. I think
Oh,
of 2023 because I have finally completed reading my three books. So I read three books in a year again. No, it's not
okay.
good
3 books.
actually, guys,
What
because but
what
for
were
me it's
they?
like, hmm?
What were they? I mean, what the book you were reading?
Okay. The books that I read this year
Mm-hmm.
is a self-help book. If I
Mm-hmm.
may tell you guys, so the first book
Mm-hmm.
that I read is Good Vibes and Good Life. It's written by Vex
Okay.
King and it's written in English.
Okay.
It's all about vibration because whatever we do in life is actually
Mm-hmm.
resonates to what is it to what we have in front of us.
Okay. Okay.
So it's mainly what is it cultivating the positive mindset and embracing like good
Mm-hmm.
vibes that can lead to a more feeling and successful life. I think that is
Okay.
the good vibes and good life written by Vex King. So
Okay.
it's really good for personal development. I think that was the first book
All right.
that I read in the
And the
beginning
next
of the
one?
year 2023.
I see.
Yeah,
And the next one?
and the second book that I read, and I think I told you guys several times because I do love reading these books. Even I
Mm-hmm.
read for more than one times. It's Atomic Habits,
Yeah.
written by James Clear. This book were actually published in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the idea of atomic refers to what is it? The idea that tiny habits or micro habits, when compounded over time, can lead to a significant and transformative results. So we don't have to think like the big idea of things
Mm-hmm.
or we
Mm-hmm.
need to do in life to be successful. It's just to stack our habit to habit stacking. Uh, s-
Start
how
from the
often do we
small
find
thing.
ourselves like messed up in the morning? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's definitely true. So we start from the small things. It's an atomic habit. And by the end of this
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
year, I read
Okay.
a book. If I'm not mistaken, the author was Greg McKeown. Greg McKeown. I don't know if I mispronounced the name wrong. The title of
Okay.
the book is Centralism. So it's all about the, the disciplined pursuit of less, which means what is it? We focus on what truly matters in life and eliminating non-essential.
All
Yeah.
right.
How often in our life we what is it? We face or we cannot say no to people because we become people pleaser just to please everybody. And according to this book, he, said with a great confidence that the author of this book said with a great confidence that it's not such a good way to say yes to every single request.
Thing.
So we cannot please
Yes.
everybody. So, yeah,
Exactly.
so we find
Exactly.
out what is it? Yeah, we give priority over things. So
Oh,
this book,
priors.
yeah. So this book
I
mainly talk
see.
about, yeah, about what is actually essential, what is actually priority to our life.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the book I read, and maybe because reading three books in a year, maybe it's not that good achievement. But for me, it's a huge achievement because I read a book in once in 4 months, right? So once in 4 months, if you divide it
And in
into four,
English.
so once in, yeah, it's written completely in English. That is why I said it's such a huge embodiment of my language progress because
I
it
see.
taught me a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of things.
I
And
see.
what I know is that this book is easy to read. These books were very easy to read and were not very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read the book? I mean the hard copy, or did you read it in your Kindle?
As always, I read it in my Kindle.
I
I read
see.
my Kindle. It's easy
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because
I
I
see.
can take my Kindle everywhere, and it has
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
already pre-installed dictionary in
Okay.
it, so it's
Mm-hmm.
easy to find out the meaning, the definition of the word that I don't know in the book. Yeah, that
Okay.
is such huge embodiment.
I read about Kindle this morning. It
Mhm.
says that Kindle is safe for our eyes because the resolution little bit different with the resolution of another gadget like mobile phone or tablet and so on. So yeah, maybe
Yeah,
next year I'm trying to get Kindle and start reading the what's that? The soft copy one.
yeah,
What
it's
else?
really light. It's really light because
Mm-hmm.
your eyes are not easily get tired because
Mm-hmm.
it's exactly like a book. And
I
because this
see.
video is not sponsored by Kindle, right? It's my personal my personal experience reading in e-reader.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best
Mm-hmm.
e-reader I read. Yeah, and the battery may survive
Mm-hmm.
until more than a week. So in one time
Okay.
pack. And
Okay.
you will love reading if you read in e-reader because it takes you away from any distraction and notification.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
mainly focus mainly focus on reading the book. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sound
Uh-uh.
interesting to have Kindle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to what's it to save more money to get Kindle for the next year. Yeah. Because reading a
Huh?
book, especially the hard copy, is nice for me particularly. But talking about achievement, my best achievement in
Yeah. What is now your
2023,
achievement? Mm-mm.
I
What is now your
think
achievement? Mm-mm.
I
Into
think decluttering is my achievement. I just decluttered this year, and I just realized that there were too many books in my house, and I do not know how to. What's that? I already offered to
type.
my friends.
Uh-uh.
Whether they want to adopt it or not, but yeah, I think the same thing happened to them. They had a lot of book and do not know how to distribute this book. Yeah, I think, yeah, I declutter a lot this year. And in addition to declutter, I think we have the similar thing. I read, well, my biggest not biggest achievement, my resolution in the early 2023, it was that I want to, what's that, to improve my health in terms of, what's that, physical health and mental health. And in terms of mental health, of course, I read a book just like you did. You read three books, but I think I just accomplished two books in English version as well. The book was Think and Grow Rich, and the second one is The Power of Subconscious. I think, and the content is similar to what you have shared with us. It's about, yeah, a lot of attraction, how we make our both vision, and how to, what's that, to manifest things. I think we have similar, what's that, similar goal in this case. And about physical health, I was trying to learn new skill. Actually, I was trying to learn golf, but I didn't make it. I failed this year. I have to admit that I failed this year. Yeah, maybe I hope that I can accomplish this next following years, maybe next 2 years. I don't know. I don't know where I can make it. All right. About,
Yeah.
yeah, you mentioned about what's that, people pleaser, and so on and so on. Yet another achievement for me, I guess, Jess. Well, the biggest achievement for me, in addition to decluttering, is that I knew how to set boundaries, and I will keep learn how to set boundaries, how to say no to the thing that doesn't align with me, that doesn't vibe with my goal. Yeah, this was hard thing for me to say no, and easier for me to say yes and to please other people. But this year, I think I started to make these boundaries. I started to learn how to say no to the things that didn't align to my goal. The
Oh,
same
that's
thing
such
like you did.
yeah, that's such really huge. What is it? Accomplishment. I think it's yeah,
Yeah.
especially when you know that you what is it? You know when to say no and you know when to say yes, and that is
Yes.
the perfect picture, the perfect image of Centralism, the book that I
Mhm.
read. But anyway, did you finish telling us, or you still have another achievement in 2023?
Well, if you
Mm-hmm.
want me to tell something, maybe I cannot stop talking, right? But what I
Go
want to
on.
highlight here, maybe to some people, achievement is something tremendous, something huge, just like material things, or just like achievement, real achievement, just like standing on the podium, get the first place on something. But yeah, for me, small win is also achievement. Don't you think so?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Achievement doesn't always mean huge things. It if
Mm-hmm.
we can do better than yesterday, I think we
Yes.
had that such yeah huge achievement in language learning. We always talk this to our audience that
Mm-hmm.
making a tiny progress is better than
Then
making
nothing.
huge progress than nothing,
Yes,
or than making
exactly.
huge progress but you left them behind. So so a tiny progress every single time. And Fatma, because we are in the end of New Year, what do you expect for the 2024? Especially, maybe you have like,
2024.
what do you expect in as your resolution in 2024?
Well, I do not have a big resolution, maybe, but the thing that I make myself sure is that of course, I continue growing and
Mm.
trying to accomplish what I didn't get in 2023. Wish me luck. All right.
Yeah,
I want
I
to
always
learn curl, so wish me luck. And the second one, yes, again, I need to improve myself. So I need to continue to learn. I need to continue learning self development. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Because I believe everything starts from myself, so the others will follow, I guess. What about you?
yeah, as always, and it's on my first list
Mm-hmm.
every year. Is that all about health and fitness?
Oh, yeah, me too. Okay, I have to
I want
mention
to
this
balance
one.
with how what is it to follow a balanced healthy diet.
Yeah.
That's yeah, because sometimes size really matters now for me personally.
Oh, really? Okay.
So health and fitness is my number one priority, and hopefully it's
Okay.
going to be easy to execute in the 2024.
I know you can
um
make it.
yeah, apart from that also it's mindfulness and well-being. Yeah, I think it's also my something that we actually as human to do better every single time, is that being mindful and well-being.
Yep.
Yeah, as you said before, Fatma, yeah, we prioritize our mental health because nowadays there had been a lot of shocking facts that in our society, that a lot of
Exactly.
people were not ready just because they're like too much connected on social media. They were not ready
Yes.
to be
Yes.
what is
To
it, to
live
be
a real
judged by
life.
people, yeah, to live the life the way it is. So a lot of had, you know, even committed suicide, something like that. So
Yes,
mental
so
health
sad.
is really, really, yeah, is really, really essential. What do you say about this?
Yes, I do agree because mental health has been was that has become my priority since 2018, and you know, yeah, by considering our mental health, a
Mm-mm.
lot of thing, lot of easier thing will come to us easily. But when we sometimes this is the mistake that I myself made. I
Mm-mm.
focus on the outside achievement. For example, I focus on what I want to get, but I forget to take care of myself, and
Mm-mm.
it end up like burnout. I don't know. Maybe our senior, those boomer, gonna to say that we are strawberry generation. But that's the fact, right?
Yep.
Burnout is serious problem. Yeah, maybe to a certain time I felt myself. I was proud of myself because I could do many things at once. Become multitasking person was a big achievement to me at the time, but not now because it what's that, yeah, when you're physically and mentally tired, you get nothing. Exactly, you get nothing. That's what
Huh.
I feel.
Yes, definitely
But
true. That's definitely
yeah,
true.
but if you focus on your health, you focus on yourself first, you can help others. Everything outside of you going to be easier because you already get stronger, right? Don't try
Yeah.
to make the other part of you strong, but you get
Mm.
weaker. Or maybe we used to listen to the old narrative, like an Indonesian says, try to become a candle. It light outside, but it is okay to burn ourselves. It is okay to sacrifice ourselves as long as the people around us are safe. And now I decide to turn, what's that? To change this narrative.
Yeah.
Uh, we need to put ourselves first, and then we can save the others.
Yeah. Self love. It's called
Yes.
self love.
Do you
Love
think that
yourself
this
first before
self
loving
love
the
is
others.
selfish? Do you think self love is selfish?
No, I think no, no. It's not. Yeah, many people think that it's two different. It's two different terms. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember the book that I read, Self Love by Maxing, that I
Mm-hmm.
read at the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different things. Selfish, or the what is it? The perfect example is that when you have birthday cake, for example, and then
Mm-hmm.
if you eat all of the cake without even distributing to your friend, so it's
Mm-hmm.
selfish. But the self love,
Okay.
it's not it's you. You know yourself. You can measure yourself. That to
Mm-hmm.
some extent, maybe you're to some extent you cannot afford to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but you still force yourself doing that. So you're not
Mm-hmm.
loving yourself. But loving yourself, you're making sure that you're okay with yourself
Okay.
before, what is it, before loving someone else. I think it's two different terms between
Two
selfish
different
and
terms.
self love.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Yes, I agree with you. So, yeah, again, for those backboner means just like
Yeah.
you, maybe the one who earn money and provide everything for your family. You have to
Mm-mm.
put yourself first. Why? Because
Yeah.
if this backbone, something that happened to this backbone, can you imagine what happened to the
To
people
the
that you
entire.
love, to your loved
Yes.
one, yeah, to the entire life. Yeah, you affect the
Mm-mm.
others. But if this backbone is healthy mentally and physically, boom,
Yeah.
everyone will be happy.
And I
Okay,
want to adapt, not adapt, but adopt. I want to
adopt.
adopting a minimalist lifestyle. That's what I
Okay.
wish I can have in 2000 and what is it, in 24. Because for example, at home now I had a lot of things that I don't use, like t-shirts, which now I cannot use them.
Oh my
um,
god, this is
I
a
don't
big
want to take
sin.
those. Yeah, I don't want to take those things away, but I
Mm-hmm.
still keep it, and I know it's not for me anymore. So I just want to
Mm-hmm.
declutter. I just want to declutter, not to stay there forever, or even something
Okay.
that I don't really need. Actually, it stays there forever. Yeah, I'm collecting dust. So adapting like what is it? Minimalist lifestyle. That's what I expect in
Okay.
2024.
Do you follow Maria Kondo?
Mario Kondo. Who
The,
is he, Mario Kondo? Who is Mario
Maria
Kondo?
Kondo
I
is
don't know.
the one who
Yeah.
talked a lot about decluttering. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you can read the book, Mario
Uh-huh.
Kondo. I think this is good book if you want to start. What's that? To what's that? To let go what doesn't belong to you anymore. Okay. Yeah. Also including the things that everything in your house. Because it also affects you emotionally. If I'm not mistaken, the book talk about decluttering as well.
Yeah. It's going to be on my next list of book. And
Okay.
a little bit story, Fatma, because
Okay.
during
What's
Christmas
that?
holiday, I went home. During
Oh
Christmas holiday, I
yeah.
went home and then I visited my family, and then which turns out to be the home. It was so much messy, and because nobody take care of my
I
room and everything,
see.
so everything
Okay.
was cluttering. And then
Mm-hmm.
as I got there, I tried to eliminate all of them. Something that does not it belongs to me, but something that is not worth any more using. So I just throw them away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remove them.
So it was quite funny. And my
So
mom
your
and my parents
holiday
were
turned
like,
into cleaning the house.
why did you put those things away? Well, I do not use them anymore. What is that for? It stays there for more than 5 years already.
Okay. I know that feeling. I know what your parents mean, yeah, because I used to be that person. Okay. Maybe I'm going to need it 5 years later, or maybe my daughter going to need it. No, this is just bullshit. You just
Yeah,
pile up the rubbish. Yep, we have to remove them
yeah,
away.
yeah. You're piling up all the rubbish. All right. So exciting to talk all about these things at the end of this new year. But guys, um, we need to wrap up our today's episode, and we
Mhm.
expect and we also expect that you guys had already achieved a good
Mhm.
achievement in 2023. If not, in 2024, we still have ample opportunities to especially improve our English. And to wrap up
Yes.
today, Fatma, can you please say something? Something.
Say something.
Touch.
Well, guys, we would like to hear your biggest achievement, your milestone our comment, in our comment section, and we also would like to hear your resolution for 2024.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us today, and see you next year. One, two, three.
Hey.
Yeehaw. Bye bye.
Bye.